Mr. Reddy, and I am here with you for another outdoor learning, remote learning lesson. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some maths. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Reddy, how can you do maths in outdoor learning? Well, I'll show you. So how are we going to do maths in outdoor learning? Well, let's do the easy thing. Let's get everything that we need for today's lesson. Now I've had a little look around the outdoor learning area, and I found some twigs, some pebbles, some leaves, and I'm also going to be using some chalk to do some of my writing with today. Now you can use any type of items that you can find around the house. If you don't have things such as twigs or stones or leaves in your apartment, say for example, then think creatively, what could I use instead? Maybe we could use things like tins of soup, or I don't know, some toys. Have a little think. Maybe it'll come a little bit clearer once we get going. So the maths that we're going to be doing today is something called algebra. Now you may or may not have heard of algebra before. And all that is when we use objects or shapes or letters instead of numbers in a question. I'll show you. Let's just say I've got my pebble here, and let's just pretend that this pebble is worth 2. There you go. And I've got myself a little stick, and we're going to say my stick is worth 1. And finally, I'm going to take a leaf, and let's say my leaf is worth 5. So here we go. So if my stone was worth 2, and my stick is worth 1, and my leaf is worth 5, well, what would the answer be if I added a stone, a twig, and a leaf together? Have a little pause, see if you can work out the answer. Now hopefully guys, you've worked out the answer. The answer is, of course, 8. And this is all algebra is. Now, I'm going to show you a couple more examples. I'm going to see if you can have a little go at working some of these out yourself. Here are a couple more questions that I would like you to have a little look at. Now for these following questions, I have decided that my stone is going to be worth 5, my stick is going to be worth 7, and my leaf is going to be worth 10. Let's have a look at question number 1. The question says a stone plus a leaf equals something. Now, remembering back to what the value of the stone and the leaf was, do you know what the answer would be? Hopefully you've had a little time to work out that question, and you've gotten the answer 20. 5 plus 5 plus 10 equals 20. Now let's have a little look at question number 2. A leaf plus a stick. What I'd like you now to do is to try and find the answer to this question. If a leaf is worth 10, then our question should read 10 plus 10 plus 7 equals 27. Hopefully you've managed to get that answer correct also. If you haven't, you can rewind the video and have a little look to see where you might have made a mistake. Algebra can involve different operations. It doesn't just have to be adding. Here we've got some adding and subtraction in question number 1, and in question number 2 we've even got some multiplication. Now the value of my items is still the same. The rock is 5, the stick is 7, and the leaf is 10. Have a little go at both question number 1 and question number 2 now. Hopefully guys, you've managed to work out the answers. 5 plus 5 is 10, but if we take away 10, we're going to be left with 0. And for question number 2, we have 10 times 7. Well, what is 10 times 7? Of course, it is 70. And that's it, boys and girls. This is algebra. Now, what we would like you to do is to have a go at making your own mathematical questions of your own. You can use, like I said, whatever items you want to use. You can choose whatever each of these is going to be worth. You could do different operations. You don't just have to do addition and subtraction. You could do multiplication. You could do division. You could add 2 things together. You could add 5 things together if you really wanted to. How hard you push yourself and the challenge of the questions is completely up to you. So, what we would like you to do is have a little go making your own, writing in the correct symbols and showing us as well what the answer would be. Please take photos of your work and upload them to Seesaw so we can have a little look at them. You could do as many questions as you like. Okay guys, I hope this has made maths a little bit different and a little bit more fun for you. Best of luck guys, and as always, we hope you enjoy.